everyone. We're so excited to have you joining us today for the This or That activity from our June 2021 virtual Discovering the Scientist Within event. We're going to go around the Zoom room and share our names and our majors. So to start off with, my name is Ellie and my major is biochemistry and molecular biology.
My name is Madeline, and I'm also majoring in biochemistry and molecular biology.
Hi everyone, my name is Sonia and I am majoring in biohealth sciences.
Hi, my name is Vicky and I'm majoring in chemical engineering.
Great. And with that, we are going to head into our This or That activity. So this is essentially a fun way to break the ice, and it's a way to show what you prefer. Now, the thing is that you must choose one. So what we're going to do is we're going to annotate on the screen. You could use a stamp or write your name or an initial and draw on which side you prefer. And since you have to choose one, that's what makes it tough. So we're going to go ahead and get started by sharing this slide. So the first this or that we have is cats or dogs. So this is a really tough one. All right, we see some cats. Nice, nice, nice. Great. Yeah, so everyone in this group loves cats. Right. Now, ooh. Oh, wait, where is my mouse? There we go. All right, we're gonna clear the screen and go on to the next slide. So next is ice cream or cake. Right, yeah, so we have an even split with this group. Ice cream and cake are both delicious, so love that. Now going on to the next one, we have math or chemistry. Which one would you prefer? Right, yeah, so we have a majority for chemistry in this group, but we have also some math, both really cool and fun subjects to learn about. Right, next one, we have summer or winter, which is really exciting because we just finished school, so summer is upon us. Right, yeah, so everyone in this group loves summer. Winter is also pretty cool too. You know that Olaf um, is a man of both seasons, so we love to see it. Right, next one we have is the ocean or space. We have some really cute gifts. Um, so yeah, we'll see what the group likes. Right. Yeah, so this one has a pretty even split too. Really both cool things to explore. This brings us into some knowledge about people who have explored the ocean and space. So on the ocean side, we have Sylvia Earle. She was the first aquanaut to descend to a depth of 100 feet in the Bahamas, which is so cool. And then we also have Mae Jemison, who was the first Black woman to travel to space. So really fun and exciting things for women in STEM. All right, next we have Star Wars or Harry Potter. Right, yeah, so an even split on these. The world of Harry Potter is so cool. The world of Star Wars is so cool. Love Baby Yoda myself personally. Right. Going on, we have movies or music. Right. Yeah. So we have a majority of music, but also we have some music of movies as well. And those are super cool because you definitely get to be creative. Talking about scientists who had a little bit of creativity, we wanted to highlight two scientists here. So the first one that we're highlighting is Hedy Lamarr, who was an Austrian-American actress and film producer. She actually developed a frequency hopping device that our current Wi-Fi and Bluetooth technology is based on. So she's the reason why you can stream your favorite shows on Netflix, watch your favorite movies, and also listen to your favorite music, which is what Caroline Herschel did. She was both a musician and an astronomer, and she actually discovered 3 new nebulas, and she was the first woman to discover a comet. So thank you so much for doing this or that activity with us. Now we are going to go into our STEM nameplate activity. So this activity is designed to get to know everyone a little bit more. You're going to take your cardstock and write your name and decorate it with things that you love about STEM. And you also have the opportunity to include your LED lights. I believe that I have mine here. Um, but yeah, so essentially this is going to be an opportunity to write your name and figure out like what sorts of things about STEM you enjoy, and be able to let your creativity run wild. And so what I'm going to ask the mentors here to do is just like give a little commentary while we're working on these um, activities, so the viewers at home can also sort of engage with us as we're making these nameplates.
Or what are you guys gonna use for drawing in yours? Because I'm gonna paint. So
Ooh,
I
very
know.
fun.
I know.
I love that. I'm using highlighters and colored pens. I wish I had crayons.
I know. I love crayons. I love them. They're the best.
I have crayons because I'm at home. So
Yes,
we,
love a wide variety of mediums.
yeah.
I have these like Prismacolor colored pencils that I got from Target on sale.
Oh,
Love the sale section.
love Target, TBH.
That's where I got my calculator.
Ooh, yes. Is that a TI-89?
Yeah, 84 E.
Ah, TI-80
So
here. Okay, here I go.
Vicky, going back to your calculator point, do we all have like a favorite calculator? Because my friend, he had a birthday, and I was like, as an activity, you should make us all do a Kahoot about you. And so one of the questions that he made us answer was, what is my favorite calculator? So I would like to know yours.
I mean, I only have one. I will say at one point I had I think was it an 83? It was like the one that wasn't color, and it was from a garage sale, and it was like silver edition too, so like kind of fancy. And I got it for like $4 at a garage sale. So it broke though, like randomly, but it looked cool.
That is so lucky because those calculators are so expensive. I personally have a TI-89 because that's what my school told me to get. But as long as I know how to use it, then it's my favorite.
See, mine is literally right here. I put like some stickers. I don't even know what this is. It's from high school. These are kind of not that cute, but I have a TI-84, little red one.
I have a TI-84 as well. And fun fact, I think AP Statistics in high school was the class that taught me how to use every button on my calculator. So
Mm.
I know how to officially use a graphing calculator. I can say that.
The programming where you can put notes. You can hide your notes on there.
I remember in high school, my friend would like people would pay him to like put Pokemon on their graphing calculators because he had like a program where you could just play it. So I think the like graphing calculators are so cool because you could do stuff like that. So for the viewers at home, moral of the story is that graphing calculators are very cool.
That is true.
I know that the fact that they just like do all that stuff in their little tiny screen and system, they're pretty cool. Use them for a lot of stuff too. A lot of different subjects.
What would you say that you all's favorite subject in middle school was?
Ooh. Um, I'd probably have to say, like, I guess biology. I honestly didn't really like school in middle school, but I was like very passionate about getting like really good grades. I remember I really did not like English, and I still don't really like English. What about you?
I definitely felt like the grades part. I think like my favorite thing in middle school was like the like more artsy stuff. So I really enjoyed like music and art. But like once I got to high school, I was more appreciative of like the world of STEM. But I did really enjoy math because I really liked my teacher. And so that definitely helped.
Yeah, I feel like teachers are a big part of like what subjects I tend to like too.
I think for me, um, I think I liked social studies the best. I had like the best teacher, and she was like, so since I've been dancing since I was 2, I used it's kind of embarrassing, but I used to do the talent show every year from like kindergarten to 8th grade. I didn't do it in high school because I think I was done at that point, but um and I remember my social studies teacher actually wanted to do a dance with me for the talent show, and she moved the next year. But she was like the sweetest lady, and I miss her a lot. She's great. Mrs. Wright, if she sees this at all, Mrs. Wright, you were the one who encouraged me to follow my passions.
That's actually so cool though that you did the talent show. Like I was always jealous of kids who like had cool talents for that. I was just never was me.
I think I did the talent shows too. I think I just did piano because like I was like I can't do anything else.
It's not just piano, Vicky.
Okay,
So
okay, okay,
cool.
okay. I think for me it's probably math. What's more, I guess. I don't know. Because I think I realized going to college and like or in high school actually, like I was like, dang, these classes are also so long. But it made the science classes way more fun when you got to high school. Because the middle school ones never went long enough. But I like because my school is small, so every single teacher taught one subject and math. So you have like your lit teacher teaching you math like randomly, which is sometimes a good and bad thing. But when I was in like 4th grade, I think like I wanted to be good at math, and I thought I was good at math. But then apparently my teacher told my mom, was like, yeah, do you want to take her out of the tag program because she's not doing that great? And I was like, and my mom was like, oh, what the heck? And then she gave her like a packet for like math, and she like made me like over the break just do math. I don't even remember this for some reason. And apparently after doing that, I got so good at it that they moved me up in grade. And it was like, I don't even remember this happening. The whole time I thought, oh, I'm pretty good at math. But no, in middle school, one of my favorite memories was because in 8th grade, there were only like 4 people in my math class because like we were in a class where like because our school wasn't big in the first place, so if you were in the highest class, there weren't that many people. But on Thursdays, he had this college student, I think, named Amy, who would come in, and she would just like teach us random stuff. Like she had like a riddle book that had it was about like Alice in Wonderland, and we like figure them out, and then she like teaches like Python, like programming and stuff. So it's like a really random thing that like they added to our math class just because we didn't really have a teacher.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
The same thing happened to me in middle school. I remember like I had a sub one day and then it was like, what are you interested in about math? Like what sort of like terms have you heard but like you have never like really like heard about like the definitions. And so like I remember like just sitting and like being so interested in the quadratic formula. Because he was like, let's learn a song. And I loved songs. Songs were the reason why I learned my multiplication tables. Um, oh, speaking of multiplication tables, I don't know if you also had the same sort of thing, but the way that my class was set up was we would like make ice cream with them. And so like with each like multiplication table that we mastered, we got like a piece of the sundae like in like construction paper form. And then like once we finished up to 12, we all had like an ice cream sundae party. And I think that was why I loved math, because I was like, oh, this is so cool, I get things. But also like I get to have like a fun time with my friends and my teacher and like learn things in fun and creative ways. And um I think that's like part of why I like STEM, because the way that STEM has been presented to me has always been in a creative and unique way. um and like whenever people say like, oh, like you can't mix creativity and STEM together, like yes you can.
I love that.
I love that so much. Yeah, I remember the way I learned my multiplication tables and the 3, 6, 9, 12, like the order of like the multiples was through Schoolhouse Rock. My fourth grade teacher would play it.
Yes.
Still listen to it to this day because it's on Disney Plus now. And I like a couple of weeks ago, my sister and I just went through all of them together because they're so fun.
That's so fun. Yeah, I think the stuff that I remember the most probably um like from elementary school or middle school or whatever that had like the most impact on me as a learner would probably be like the ones that are really weird that stick out, sort of like the experiences. And I remember when I was living in Colorado, there was a flood actually that happened. And middle school, they actually had me go out after the flood like had occurred and monitor the water, like quality and health. And I did that with like just a few other, like it was like three other middle schoolers and me. They just like chosen us because we really like science. And that was probably when I started to decide that I liked science at all, is because that was a pretty fun way to do it, was like to go out and actually monitor the river and go to the river to do that. So that
That's
was fun. Hmm.
I also loved like outdoor school in sixth grade. I don't know if everyone else did. Okay, that's good.
Yes.
But being with like the older high schoolers and I don't know, I really liked it. I was actually a outdoor school like camp counselor for my sister when she went like a couple years ago. It was so fun.
So cool. All right, I want to get some progress updates on our on our nameplates. How are we doing?
um I'm not an artist. This is a bit abstract, but currently mine looks like this. It's a little.
Ooh, so cute, very fun. I'm gonna go ahead and pin your video
Oh,
uh,
okay. here's
for
here's this. There's a little bit of, it kind of looks like pineapples and like I don't know, but this is, I can't really do things that aren't abstract in my own brain. I like being creative and like being abstract. So that would be That's what I'm currently doing right now. I feel like it sort of matches my room a little bit. That's what I'm going for. What about you, Vicky? How's yours going?
I feel you on the. I don't know. It's just like all over the place, you know.
Right, I want to see.
Oh, I don't. Okay, my battery doesn't work. I just took a pen. I had crayons, but I didn't even take them out. I just used the pen.
Take it. It's cute.
I was trying to get the light to work, but I don't think my battery works.
Oh
If
no.
someone else can do their LED, go for it. I'd like to see it. I can't find the battery I used before.
Okay.
It's just the one that came in the bag.
So for students who are watching this asynchronously, you probably have LED lights in your kits. So tips for those is that the leads on the light need to go on either side of the flat battery. So you have like your lithium battery that is like circular, and I think it should go on either side so that way, like, let's see, let's hope that this works. No. Hmm. This might also just be because I'm like touching it, but
Oh yeah, me too, maybe. I do not.
oh.
Did it work?
No, it just sort of like sprung up at
Oh.
me.
I was like, oh.
Right, we'll check back in on the battery stuff. But you may need to, okay, fold the top lead down to the battery, but do not tape. To turn on, pinch the lead onto the battery.
Mm.
We will check back in on this later. But does anyone else want to show off their nameplates as they are right now?
I will. Here is mine so far. I don't know. Ooh,
Ah!
I made it very colorful with the highlighters. They're like pastel ones.
That's
That S are supposed to be like, whoop, like bubbles. For like chemistry experiments, because sometimes they do bubble up, but yes.
oh. I like it, Sonia. It's very much you.
Thank you. I really want, I think someone earlier talked about like mild liners. I really want those, but I got like the thick pastel highlighters and they work just as well. And I think they're a bit cheaper too. So if
I got knockoff ones, so I feel you.
any-
I got they're like milk liners, they call them.
Oh,
I mean, they work and they're pretty cute, so.
that's what we like to see.
What about you, Ellie? Show us your art over there.
All right. So I spent the majority of my time trying to figure out how to do block letters. And then I did not want to do a lowercase e. So I'm gonna stop my main video. So this is what I have so far. I have my name, and then I have like a little DNA strand. Love Rosalind Franklin. She was the one who discovered the double helix structure. So that's very cool. And we also have some like flowers because even though I'm not necessarily like a botany major, I do have a friend who is always like telling me, like, when we go on walks, like, oh, here's how to propagate that thing, here's how to grow that thing. And I think like plants are just so interesting. I also have, like, if you can see in my background, I have a little poster with a bunch of mushrooms. I actually got to go on a hike with that same friend who loves plants, and we were able to just like go out and with like the mycology club, which is essentially just like learning about mushrooms and stuff. And we were able to like identify a bunch of different ones, and they come in such pretty colors, and they're just like so fascinating and cool to me.
That's so
I love mushrooms. Mushrooms are incredible. To know that they're fungi and we can still eat them.
Yes.
My mom's Chinese name, she's actually named after a mushroom.
Oh, that's so
cool.
Because
cool.
it's like a really expensive mushroom. It's like a fungi. Mhm.
What is the name for the mushroom?
I don't know what it's called. It's, I can put it in the chat so you guys can look it up if you want.
Ooh. Oh, cool. I'm gonna look this up.
I think she found one at the farmer's market one. She's like, oh, it's me.
Ooh, these are interesting mushrooms.
Here, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen so the people at home can view this as well with us. But yeah, they're really cool mushrooms, and they have these like interesting like shapes. So fun.
That's really cool.
I guess something that I want to ask the group is like, what is something that like about you in STEM that you never like really expected to happen? Like if you told your middle school self, like, this is what I'm doing in STEM, they would either be like, what, like, how, or like, that's so cool.
You go
I-
first, Sonia. Yeah.
Oh no, you go, Madeline. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No. You go. You go.
I think organic chemistry, honestly, because I remember when I was in middle school, we were talking in our science class about there were a lot of like students who were interested in pre-medicine at that time in my class, and they had all said, or there were a couple students who said that like their parents were interested in doing pre-med, but they dropped out in college because they couldn't handle organic chemistry, or like a lot of people drop out because they couldn't handle organic chemistry. And I was so nervous like going into as like a pre-med student to take organic chemistry, and then I actually ended up loving it, and that's one of the reasons why like I decided to get a minor in chemistry too. So it's like the main thing that I think I learned is to not listen to other people, and because your experiences aren't the same, the things you like aren't the same. And I was really worried about going into organic chemistry, but it worked out very well. So yeah.
Yeah, I think bootcamp is really cool because of how visual it is, I think, even, which is, I feel like something you wouldn't expect from a chemistry class.
True. That's very true. Yeah, I think that honestly, like being someone who really likes the sciences now, and also someone who like feels like capable of like her abilities to do things, that's honestly something that I wasn't expecting when I was in elementary school, because my parents actually put me in tutoring. I was really bad at school. I really hated school. I just wasn't good at any subject, it seemed like. And a lot of my friends were like moving up to higher levels of math and science, and I just could not keep up, and I just didn't like it. And then my dad will always say that like this was the best thing he ever did, but he put me in tutoring. And although I did not love it, it definitely like helped me develop a better confidence within myself. And just from having that, I was able to sort of do whatever I wanted to do, and be really like a lot more advanced in my subjects and stuff. So I'd honestly say that like I would not have envisioned like where I am now from like where I was then by far. So
And look at you now, honors scholar, biochem. Oh gosh, you did it, Madeline.
Thank you. Thank you. We all did it. We all did it, honestly.
Yeah, I definitely think that like the experience of like realizing how much you actually get it, I think it like once you like reach that realization, it's like, oh, okay, so I could do anything. I could take on the world. I know, Vicky, we were talking, you like mentioned earlier how like in your PChem class, like the person was like, why do I need to know this? It's not like I'm going to be Ant-Man. But like if you get through it, then maybe you could be Ant-Man. So love that. Love to see it. Great. Yeah, so since we have like a couple of minutes left for the nameplate activity, we're going to start winding down. But once again, we're so thankful that you were engaging with this activity with us. We hope that you enjoy the other activities that you have chosen to do for DSW. And we're really excited to see where you go with your STEM journeys. So with that, since we're winding down, does anyone want to show off their sort of closing nameplate?
Yeah, I can show mine. It's not quite yet, but this is mine. I feel like it kind of looks like you're in a jungle a little bit. Got a lot of plants in a way. Yeah, very colorful.
Okay, I will show off my final piece. So I have like waves here because I love like in ocean. I have some equations here for physics and chemistry. I have the color spectrum in chemistry. You might learn about that. The electromagnetic spectrum, which is cool. Some clouds. I think learning about like meteorology is super cool too, and plants. Well, yeah.
I guess I'll go. Mine's not nearly as filled, but I thought like math and shapes were cool, and I think combining it with like art. I took a really cool class called like Da Vinci 101, which I think he's one of the people who did a lot with art and like science. I think which is really cool. I did a lot of science Olympiad when I was in middle school, so that kind of made me into like a lot of building stuff. Like I made like a car that was powered with a mouse trap and like bridges and stuff that carried like 20 pounds. I don't know. And then I guess chemistry and stuff. I don't know. I did a really cool event where we got it like they gave us like different chemicals. We had to identify them so we could figure out like who did a crime and stuff like that. I loved it so much. Oh my gosh, I miss it. But yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, no, Vicky, I agree with the like the crime scene activity. I think that like learning how to like read DNA things and be like, oh, who matches with the scene? I think it's super cool. I also incorporated like the DNA portion in like the L of my name. Um, and I also included some like cell stuff. So this is supposed to be like a nucleus and like the rough VR surrounding it. And I tried to like draw a little mitochondria powerhouse of the cell because I really like the way that like just learning about how cells do what they do. And that's a big reason why I chose to do biochemistry, just because there's so many little things that are going on like all at once that are all just like so interesting to me. I also have like a mushroom here for just like fungi and them doing cool things, and the fact that you can like go on a hike and like see them is super cool to me. And then also some flowers, just because I like the way that they grow and life. And with that, we are ending our nameplate activity. Thank you so much for following along with us with this or that and this nameplate activity. And please have fun at the rest of your activities.